Okay, hello everybody. Well, it is that time of week. It is weigh-in Wednesday. I kind of dread it each week. It's like, oh no, I have to weigh myself again in front of everybody. So I found a new thing. Okay, folks, I've gotten so many complaints that people accusing me of manipulating the results and everything, mainly just because I don't feel like setting up a lot of fancy equipment. I know I could do that. I kind of know how to do it, but I don't feel like doing that every time I weigh myself because it actually makes me feel more stressed, and then I might weigh more. Right. So what I've done as a solution, my webcam, I didn't think of this before. My webcam doesn't weigh a thing. I mean, I can just hold my little webcam in the palm of my hand and just put it on the floor as I weigh myself. Now, this floor has carpet, but it won't make a difference. As long as the scale is set to zero point 0 and it's a flat surface, it will give me the same reading, whether it's on a carpet or the hard floor. So it'll be the same thing. That's the only way I can get the webcam over, because otherwise I don't have the length of the USB cable. So I'll have to do it that way, folks. And we'll see what I weigh today. Now, I did cut back on my splurge Sunday. I only had only two apple crumble brownies, or whatever they're called, apple caramel things, instead of my three. So I hope that makes somewhat of a difference. Also, no dessert on the week. Like the past few weeks, I was having dessert, like candy bar or chocolate on the weekday, but I did not do it this past week. I really think I should be losing more weight. As heavy as I am, I should be losing more, like 2.5 pounds, or just a big chunk of water weight. I'm looking for that water weight, but we'll see how it goes, folks. It's gonna be frustrating if every time I hop on the scale it's just 1 pound down, the whole way through, and that'll be boring for my audience. I wanna have an impressive weight loss this week. So we're gonna hop on the scale just a minute. I've got everything set up, and so I think with my webcam I can do it. So it won't be adding a lot of weight. It will throw it off a teeny bit because I'm holding a camera and looking down. Now everyone says just get a camera person, but again, folks, I do this in my underwear because I have weighed myself in clothes before, and it's added almost a pound to my weight. I want to get the true weight that I can and still have my clothes on because I don't want anybody to, lose their lunch or anything. So doing it this way so that everybody can see that I'm consistent throughout the week. And we're going to see what I weigh today. They're having this big weirdo thing. Like, okay, so I don't know. They're having this big emergency broadcast thing. So I want to upload this video before it's too late so I don't lose my internets. Okay, folks, so here we go. We're going to weigh ourselves using the webcam. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, folks, so today's weight is officially 284.2 pounds. So I did weigh myself on the carpet. I know people could say that makes you lighter, but actually it can make you heavier too. But it doesn't really. I weigh myself both on the hard surface and the carpet, got the same results. So if this doesn't work, I'll try another method next week, because everybody keeps saying that I'm not that I'm faking my weights. But no, this is accurate. 284.2. It fluctuated a little bit. I was able to go to the bathroom. So when I first weighed myself, it was 285 exactly. So that makes sense, doesn't it, folks? 284.2 for this week. Now my goal for next week is to be 282. That's a loss of 2 pounds. And I don't know if that will work. And then when I get down to 280, I'm going to have a big cake and celebrate. So we'll see how we go, folks. That'll be so exciting. When I'm down to 280 pounds, I'll be nice and slim and trim. Just kidding. But it is a start, folks. It is frustrating but it's very slow. It's a slow process, but slow and steady wins the race. You know, if I were to go and starve myself. And remember, folks, I'm trying to build muscle at the same time I'm losing weight, which is very hard to do. And it's going to mean that I'm not going to see all the results because I'm not just, you know, dieting. I'm doing all the weight training and stuff. So that's going to also make it so it's not going to be the same as if I just, you know, dieted down or starve myself, because anyone can do that. But I'm trying to build muscle as I lose fat. I know it's very hard to do, but I can do it. And I'm going to show everybody that I will be lean. I've never been lean in my life, ever. I think the last time I was lean was probably when I was, well, probably going back to like the time I was 2 or 3 years old. But even like as a child, I wasn't fat until I was 12. Then when I turned 12, I became obese. And this is way back in the 1990s, folks, and they didn't know much about obesity back then. So they thought, you know, that I would grow out of it. So, but anyway, folks, as I kept going through my life, I'm just trying to make sure that everything works out, and I'm healthy for me, not anybody else but me, because that's how I have to do it. See, I still have this thing. That's not Kool-Aid, folks. That's a razor. Devil's razor, I call it. I have to get some better razors, right? Because I don't want to have all this facial hair that looks kind of communistic. I'm always clean shaven. All the men in my family have always been clean shaven. We don't have beards. We don't have mustaches. Of course, sometimes we have trouble growing them. But anyway, folks, we're sitting pretty at 284.2 pounds, and I'll be weighing myself again soon. So. Remember to check back next week, and I'll be doing some more videos next week on how to look good when you're fat, how to look better when you're fat. I wish I'd take my own advice. So until next time, folks, this is me, Skelton, telling you, remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.